Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through my Notion workflow. In my previous video, I mentioned that I redesigned a lot of different things within my Notion, from just the overall structure to adding new things I want to track and really just being more action oriented. And I took inspiration from a couple of different individuals. One is Life of Riza. She has a really good video about her Notion workflow, and she shared a template, and I kind of used a few things in there as inspiration for things that you'll see in my video. And then also Alexis Eldredge, she has a monthly reset video that she does every month, where she goes through her goals for the month and sets goals for the next month. And she has some things in there that I liked and I kind of took inspiration from as well. Let's jump into it and I'll show you guys around. So here's my Notion homepage. So on the left here we have some different items, from productivity to life related, personal growth, tasks that I need to get done weekly or monthly, or it could be something bigger. And then a habit tracker that I haven't really dove into. This was from Life of Riza. She set up this really good tracker that you can look at over the year, month, and week. And if you hit new, it's set up for a template where there's a few different items here, from gratitude to meditation to learning Spanish. And you also have a progress that will update automatically as you click through these and mark them done for the day. But like I said, I haven't really gone through this yet. Would like to have some daily habits that I do track like this. And it's super easy, you can open up on your phone. It's right then and there. You don't have to go searching for it. But for the productivity, this YouTube dashboard, I took inspiration from Life of Riza as well. She really likes to plan her videos, and she has this really good template for the videos here. So if you hit new on the right, it will automatically populate this YouTube video template, which just has some items around the video, information from checklists of editing, publishing, title ideas, description, notes, general content, and what you want the vibe to be. So I think that's great, and I really like it, and I'm going to stick with it as I continue to upload and make videos on YouTube. And if we go back here, I won't go into the finances one. To just give you a little bit of information about what I have in there is, each month I create a log for the books, what I call them. So I got like an October 2022, December 2022, all the way up until the current date. And each month I like to go through there, and I haven't been doing a lot lately, but I like to go in there and mark down all the expenses, all my income, all my investments. And then I have an overall database that tracks my net worth. So in there I have all the debt that I have, like my car, and then all the cash I have, like my savings and emergency fund, my checking account, and then all my investment accounts. So all of that is pooled and then calculates a net worth that I can update each month. And I also like to use mint.com alongside that to get a real-time update, where I don't have to go into these databases to update them if I just want to get a at a glance view. But that's really good for planning, and it's been really helping me improve my ability to invest and saving money. And this travel planner, this is something I put together this past year, and I really love it. I did find a template online for it, and I did change a few things, add a few more fields. But right here you can see I have a database view for upcoming trips. So these are all the trips that I have planned or am just kind of entertaining the idea of. And then down here we have past trips. Of May, I traveled to Miami with my girlfriend, and everything in here is planned, from dinner reservations to flights, attractions, activities that I want to do. So this is like the hotel we stayed at. These are the bars and restaurants we went to. Like the Sugar Rooftop restaurant was amazing. And there's a lot of different things that, like expenses, trip details. And I do this for everywhere I've been going lately. In October, I'll be heading to Texas, and I put one together, and it's just really helpful. You know, I have these flight information that I can populate here that are in a flight database that only populate for the Texas trip. And as you can see here, there's different things being tracked, from the dates of arrival to leaving, the duration that's automatically calculated based off those dates, and also another formula of how long until that trip happens. And then we also have a cost. So each one has expenses that are filtered by said trip, and they calculate the sum of the trip. And it's very helpful. It's a lot of things, that need to be tracked when you travel, especially internationally. So these things are very helpful, and definitely was greatly appreciated when I went to Miami. And then if we go into career here, I haven't really done much in this one. I just set up a stub page. I'm a software engineer at Zillow, and one of my goals around that is to be promoted to senior. And in here, I have this job applications page that I put together years ago from all my different applications, my resume, which is actually outdated here. So you can see these go back pretty far. I mean, November 2022, T-Row price, I think that was like 2021 maybe. Instacart, Postmates, Zillow is on here, and I obviously did not update this because it says interview scheduled. So I was really happy about joining the team. And then I also put together this Android interview guide when I was originally looking for a new position before I joined Zillow. This is just all things Android related. I did this because I didn't really have a guide that I liked online, and I wanted to mesh a lot of things together and have a central place for things around the non-technical and the Android technical interviews. So just general advice, some specific Android technical guides from architecture. I go through here and break down some different architectures, the benefits, the key points, from system design to testing to behavioral questions to actually listing questions for your interviewers. I think that's really important, really helpful. And I put this together, like I mentioned, last year, I guess last year, so it'd be last winter. And CS basics, everybody can catch up on their CS basics. You kind of lose touch on a lot of things since you don't use them very often from your day-to-day, you could say. So if we back out here, there's a goals page where it's pretty simple. I'm going to be working on establishing some more short-term goals, long-term goals, and this is really helpful because it will automatically update when I, click that these are completed. They will update to this other database view you see on the right. But some of my monthly goals here, I want to upload 2 YouTube videos in September, and my eye surgery has been, recovery has been going decently, but it's pretty hard to read still for a longer period of time, and it really depends. Since this is dark theme, it's a little easier for me to read, but I can't really read a white background web page right now, and it's a little bit concerning because I'm going back to work in less than a week now, so I'm really hoping that my eyes kind of settle in a little bit more. I'll just update my monthly goals and replace these, and then also add some more specific short-term and long-term goals. And then I also, what's very important is tasks, things that you need to get done every day or weekly, and things that will pop up. And the reason I have it on the front part of my page is I don't want to have to go dig for it. If I have to dig for it in Notion, I won't, I'll forget about it, or I won't actually do those tasks. So, I can open this up on my phone and see them right there and there. So for example, I have to pay my car insurance by October 10th. And also I have to get my wheelchair repaired. Aside from all of the things that I like to track, from just life oriented, from tasks to finance. And I also have some different things like reading. There's some books that, I've been currently reading but put down, I haven't picked up, that I want to get back to as my audits settle in. So I was reading this book, Powerful by Patty McCord. He was a high level individual at Netflix early on, and he really shares a story about Netflix and why they succeeded and different stuff like that. And I found it really interesting, but I have to get back to it. And talking to strangers, I'm a big fan of Malcolm Gladwell. And there was also this writing logbook, which doesn't really have anything in it. I don't really have any plans at the current moment to write anything, but it's potentially something I would like to do. And my website, tristanlarsin.com, is a Squarespace website that I can easily add a blog to. So I'm keeping this here just for potential. I've been flirting with the idea of writing some stuff over the years. I've had a Substack, but I haven't really established what I want to write. And then there's a brain dump here, which is just anything that comes to my mind that I want to have saved. I'll drop it in here. And I'm also a big fan of lofi. Lofi really helps me concentrate when I'm working or need to be a little bit more productive. It doesn't have lyrics or anything. It's just relaxing music. This is basically it, guys. I like to just track a lot of different things. I like to update them monthly, sometimes weekly. And this will kind of serve as a long-term database for a lot of different things, from finances. I have finances in here back to 2020, and different things from all the different conversations I had with my financial advisor and stuff like that. I like to put in there. Gonna have a history bank. I use Notion also for my nonprofit, a Diskey Foundation, and I use it to track everything from business deadlines to financials to different programs to exploring fundraising and stuff like that, org charts. Pretty much the whole identity of my nonprofit is stored into Notion. I appreciate you all watching. Let me know if you want me to drop a template for this Notion workflow, and I'll do it. There's a lot of good things in here, but a lot of things I'll probably change over the next 6 months to a year and figure out what works for me and what doesn't. Maybe there's some more things I want to track. Maybe there's some things I don't feel like tracking or don't have a lot of value in. But at the current moment, this is what I think is going to be sticking for a little while. But yeah, if you guys want me to drop it, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.